Well, good morning, fellow diamond painters. It's DP Crazy Lady. It is 8:24 a.m. It is the 9th of March. It is a Saturday, and it is 2024, and it is 51 degrees outside. Yesterday, it was really nice. I asked for a 10-day forecast, and I'm sorry I did. Well, it's raining right now. It's been raining for the past hour or so. I've been up since about 5 a.m. Had my breakfast, drinking my coffee. Uh, it we're gonna get some kind of snow in the next couple days. They said. I don't, and it'll temperatures will be like in the 30s or whatever. So uh, March comes in like a lamb and out like a lion, or however it said. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it's doing its thing. So this is what I have done so far. I haven't. I finished this section here. I'll turn the light on in a second. I get this over here and give you a little light that I can. I have my curtains open, but it's never real bright in here. I finished this section right here, so I'm over here right now, right about in there. All this is finished over here, up to about there. So, again, it is virus detected by Randall Spangler from Diamond Art Club. 44 colors, 4 ABs. And I'm going to show you the ABs because since I never opened, any of them, I will show you what they are. You have the black ABs, which I like. I think they're very sparkly. I really like them. And those are the 310s. Then you have your yellow AB, which is 129. And then you have this real pretty green AB that goes into the Dragline. It's sparkly. You probably can't see it, but it is really pretty. That is a 134. And then you have your common 141, your white sparkly, that Diamond Art and Dreamer and even Craftably, they all put out this same basic shade. And these are rounds. So let's start before I'll turn the light on. Okay. I probably won't be on here like real long, and then again I probably will be and don't even realize it. I'm going to start out first. I'm going to show you what I had for breakfast because these are so good and they are only 1 carb per and only 30 calories. Now, yeah, if you add a little bit of egg to it and everything else, it's, you'll bring it up a little bit and you'll bring your protein up. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of these. I never saw the one that was garden salsa. So these are Egg Life, and it's made with cage-free eggs. It's the garden salsa egg white wraps, and they're kind of they're salsa flavored, so they're not white. They're kind of like an orangish shade, but it's 30 calories, 5 protein, 1 carb, no saturated fat, gluten-free, dairy-free. There's 6 wraps. Okay, I made myself, and then here's the stuff here, so it's proof positive, and 1 wrap you know, that's 28 grams is what the size is, and you know what its sodium is. There's no cholesterol, you know, because it is an egg white, but it's flavored and so on. They're really good. I got, excuse me, I got these at Aldi's. They're paleo friendly, they're keto friendly, there's no sugar, soy free, no cholesterol, dairy free, gluten free, grain free, you know, a whole bit. So I know they have 3 different flavors, or 3 different, yeah. There's the garden salsa, you got your plain, and they have another one that's Italian style, and I'm going to have to find that one. Aldi's, I didn't see them there, but they may have them at Walmart, because I saw a recipe that I thought was really great. They used the Italian style flavor ones and made lasagna. They used that as their noodles. So I thought, hey, that'd be great. You know, I can make a couple layers and do my own. Uh, I don't like being an Italian. You know, I know my aunt and my grandmother would probably pop me on the head, but I do not like ricotta. To me, it reminds me in taste. That's the only thing I won't eat. I mean, I've eaten it growing up, but since I'm older now and I have a choice, I won't touch it. It reminded me of like wet sawdust. Ugh, I don't like ricotta. So when I make my lasagna, I take Philly cream cheese, I make my sauce, I take my hamburger and put my sauce into the hamburger, and then I take a pack of softened Philly cream cheese and I mush that all in it. And then I spread that across as a layer of my lasagna, and then sauce, and then the noodle, and so on. That's the way I like my lasagna. So anyhow, I made myself a breakfast burrito out of that. I took an egg. I took, it's not Spam, and it's not, it's a different name. Uh, and it tastes, I mean, it's not salty, it's not high in, you know, that kind of stuff and everything. So I chopped up a little piece of onion, chopped up that, and let me get some colors out here for you so I'm not just babbling and all you see is my hands waving at you like a crazy Italian I am. But I took that, a little bit of onion, a little bit of that meat, and I you know, sauteed that up a little bit with a little bit of fake butter that I use. And then I took I let that, you know, saute up and stuff. Then I took a scrambled egg, you know, yeah, whipped a scrambled egg, you know, beat a scrambled egg, poured that into it, and then shredded a tiny bit of cheddar cheese and cooked that all together there. And then you take the egg wrap and heat it up in a no-stick pan just to get it warm. And, you know, you can, I didn't try to crisp it or anything. I just, you know, got it warmed up and everything. And then I just put that, you know, in it, rolled it like a burrito, and I had that for breakfast along with about 2 tablespoons or so of cottage cheese. You could have it with, you know, some Greek yogurt or whatever you want on the side. But that's what I had for breakfast. I got full about halfway through. So I ate all of the burrito. They're not that big. They'd probably be about as long as, excuse me, you know, this tray. About the same. And it was really good, if I do say so myself. So that's what I had for breakfast along with my coffee. So yesterday I waited and waited for the handyman to come. He was running late. He got here about 3, which was fine. He said he can't guarantee, the hot water tank just by looking at it either. He said, but he said when he looked at it, he said it's not leaking. He said the reason why they are kind of expensive is because there's a screen on the bottom of the tank, and then you have your vent on the top, and it has to suck air from the bottom and then release at the top or something like that. He said, did the guy clean it? And I said, all I know is, was what he wrote on the paper. And all I know that he did out there was open it up, relight it, check to see if it was leaking or whatever, and then came back in. He never said that he cleaned it, and because my handyman says what he usually does for those hot water tanks, to at least maintenance, because it has the screen on the bottom, is, he turns the pilot light out, and then he takes a leaf blower, and blows underneath and stuff where he can reach, just blow it, and that blows a lot of the dirt and dust, away from the screen. And he said, because if the screen is dirty like that and stuff, that can cut the pilot light off, because it can't breathe, so it shuts itself, it's a safety feature, it just shuts itself down. So whether that be the case or not, I don't know. I'm afraid to go, and he didn't, do that. He said, but since it's running right now, I guess it's okay. I said, well, I don't know if he cleaned it. Heck, I've got a, outside plug and stuff. I could take my hairdryer out there, but I'm afraid of blowing out the pilot light and then not knowing how to relight it. And I'm not going to pay the plumbing company another $125 to come out and relight my pilot light. I know there's a booklet hanging from the doggone thing out there. Everything is still on it, maybe to explain it to me, but I get afraid of... In my younger years, I did different things like that. Now it seems like as I get older, I'm thinking, I'm not going to take my life into my own hands this time. I need what's left of it. So I'm going to see how it goes, and maybe, I'm lucky enough that maybe it was just a little dirty, and, it'll hang in for a little while longer. Who knows? We'll see what happens when I hear from, the other places, because if the church or that aged thingy and stuff, which, like I said, even the aged thing said they don't like doing mobile homes. It's just something they don't do. But the church themselves said that, they'd try to get stuff in gear, to handle things. So I'll hear something between now and next Thursday. So he was here for a little bit, and he said he kind of said, well, he says he knows that the tanks are expensive because for mobile homes, because they have to be listed as what they call a conversion, and that's why they're more expensive, because they have the ability to convert between gas and propane, because some mobile homes, or probably RVs, wherever they run propane, whatever it is. I could run electric, but it would cost me $1,000 up front first to run electrical all the way back to where my fuse box and stuff is. And then if I had the electrical, I could get cheaper, a cheaper tank and stuff, because electrical, which is great, except what screws up with the electrical is every time the park's electric goes out around here, or, lightning, a bad storm, whatever, and, we've already had, I don't know how many of the transformers blow, and they're not here in the park. It's out on your main streets and stuff, and that's happened. It really plays havoc on your hot water tank if it's electric. So Anyway, he said that, you know, he said, yeah, he said it probably would be that expensive to do it. Because apparently the handyman I deal with, he used to work for the same plumbing company for 25 years. And he said some of the stuff that they hooked up on the outside of this tank, he said, who did that? I said, the plumbing company, the one you used to work for. And he goes, oh, I'd have fired him. He said, because you're not supposed to use that type of coupler with that type of coupler, or something was on the outside of the tank, which wasn't dangerous. He just said that's not, you know, like a government issue, or however you want to put it. You know, it's not copacetic here, but it's not dangerous. It just isn't how it's done. I said, well, that was 12 years ago. You ask him. You know, so he said he would get back with me in email to let me know what it would cost, like cost him and what he'd charge me. But I have a feeling it's going to be right around the same thing, at least $3,000. So we'll see what happens. And then after he left, I told my daughter, I said, we need to take Liam for a walk. He doesn't like the park. He's afraid of different noises and things like that. I said, I got to get him on the leash and get him and start walking around the park. Well, halfway back, he was getting to where he knew what heel meant, and he, you know, tried to stay on the left side of me, except he wanted to follow my daughter on her left side. And I said, no, you're with me right now. And then finally, at the very end of our walk, when we stopped at the stop sign, he finally did what I told him to do, was when I stop, you sit. And he did. He sat, and that was it. Now, we had gotten up by the small playground they have up there at the park, and I didn't realize it was as muddy as it was, even though there's all grass and everything. But boy, you walk on it and you can almost hear the grass going, you know, sucking water. It was awful. And he got scared and ended up with mud up to his knees practically, and he's just a little bitty. And he wanted to jump up on my lap because he got scared, and I had mud everywhere up and down my pant legs. So it's a good thing I wasn't wearing any good ones. And he did pretty good. We were only out for about 20 minutes or so, but at least he's, you know, if he's outside going to the bathroom and a motorcycle goes by or a loud truck, he freaks out. He doesn't freak out when he's in the house and he hears that stuff, and he'll bark at people and everything else. But boy, if he's outside, I think he feels unprotected, and he don't want to be out there with all that noise or crazy people. So, but he did pretty good. And then we had our dinner and the chili and a salad, which was really good. And probably an hour or so after that, you know, one of the neighbors that used to live next door to here, and they live about 4 or 5 trailers up, came down there with his kids, and boy, they've grown. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. I remember when they was babies. They were selling Girl Scout cookies, I guess, or something. And I said, no, I said, I don't buy those anymore. And he was telling me the same issues he's having with, you know, either the water bill being funny or his electric bill shooting up, you know, for some reason. And I said, well, the electric company is the ones that read the meters out here. So if your meters are bad, you know, you'd have to talk to them. But, you know, talk to the power company, because they're the ones that control that. But he agrees about the water, that something's a little fishy about it. So I told him about how much the hot water tank cost. I said, you guys got gas too? And he said, yeah. I said, well, start saving your pennies, dude. I said, because let me tell you, if you ever need a hot water tank, it's going to cost you at least $3 to $4 grand. So you better, you guys better start saving up your bucks. He goes, oh my God. I said, yeah, that's any plumber you go to. That's what it's going to run you. For any one of these mobile homes, if you live in one, there's your hot water tank. So he said, yeah, he said, I guess I better be checking mine and seeing what's up. I said, yep. So, as far as anything else, nothing else much is, going on, and except this lousy weather, because I had the heat off again for at least another couple days, and I'm hoping it saves me on my bill when it finally comes in, because the heat never showed up. It's been 4 months and I'm still waiting, and I know maybe they're backlogged or something. I don't know, but it's ridiculous. My mom said it took at least 3 or 4 months for hers to come in. So, and and she's in a different state. So I don't know. And so, yeah, yeah, that little kitty that my daughter had got me. Yeah, that's really cute. I'm thinking of, as soon as I finish, like, the very end of this bottom part, I may start on the kitty, so I have something on the side, or some, I don't know. Anymore, I hate to start more than one and, not get back to it or something. I don't really want to do that. And I said it was in my wish list, and my daughter decided to, because she knows my password, whatever, just in case anything happens to me. She knows all those things, and she's seen it in there. I only have a few. I mean, I have a couple expensive things in there, but the rest is just, there's some that are like $13, $12, $7, and they're nothing special. They're nothing what I really, like, I don't need. It's just stuff that I wanted and I can do without. There's a couple coasters in there. And yes, I put in the moon gnomes, the ones you got. I stuck them in my wish list. So, I'm sure they'll be available, months and months down the road. And if they're not, I'm not meant to have them, because it's not like I need them. So, but there is one in there I'd like to maybe try and get for my mom. Another little gift and stuff. They're cardinal coasters, but they're not like the round ones. They're the bird, like one will have its wings spread, and another one has, it is just what they are. I can't explain them all, because I just kind of looked at it, flipped them in my wish list, and that was it. And there's no way I want to make a wish list public, because that's not what my channel is. I don't need anybody or want anybody to be buying me anything. I mean, that's not the point of this channel. I put out videos, for my record, and of what I'm doing, and you'll listen to me, babble, talk about, my daily whatever. So it's not there so that I can say, oh, I got a wish list just in case you guys are interested, you know, and you want to buy me something, here it is. No, that's not the way I want to be thanked or shown that, you know, any of you care or anything. It's, you comment, you know, you say hi, hello, and how you doing, and you know, glad to see you're back, or whatever, you know. Pay it forward to somebody else, you know. That's the deal. You know, I sent out a few things to a few people in the year that so that I've been on here, and I can't really do that much anymore. I can't afford the shipping anymore. You know, it's like, it gets expensive. It gets very expensive. And now that I've got, you know, repairs to make besides the hot water tank, I have a few other, you know, things I want to get done around here. I'm going to be saving. Well, not saving, just not spending. Because by the time I pay my lot rent, my gas, my water, my electric, the minimal internet bill I have and stuff, I'm lucky if I have $100 left for the month, and out of that I have to buy toilet paper, paper towels, you know, tissues, dish soap, laundry soap. So you figure where that $100 goes and where I can save a penny. I don't have a penny to save, you know, and then I have to put at least $10 worth of gas in my car. So that makes it through the month. So, you know, because I have car insurance I got to pay. I got mobile home insurance I have to pay. And, you know, so it's like, there it goes. There is no money to save. And, you know, when you're on Social Security, that's it. And if they raise the lot rent another time next year, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because they've already, in 2 years, they've already raised it $60 in 2 years. The first year they raised it, no, it was $65, because the first year they raised it $25, and just this year they raised it $40. And saying, oh, well, that's not that expensive. No. Not for somebody who's got money. But when you don't, you know, I can't afford to move. I can't afford to take this mobile home anywhere. It will not go anywhere. It's too old to be moving it somewhere. And I can barely afford to live here on the amount that I have. And the amount that I do have, I can't afford to move anywhere else because it's more than what I make or what I get. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. So it is what it is. You can't, you know, you can't change some things, and hey, what the hell? You make do, you make do. You know, you do without things you don't need, and you try to get the things you do need. So that's why I don't need other people that, you know, could be having hard times too, to feel obligated to say, oh, let me get you something, let me send you something. You know, I've been battling my daughter, telling her to stop, you know, because she's got bills too that she's got to pay. I mean, yeah, she helps around here with what income she has left after her disability, but I keep telling her, no, you've got your own bills and obligations, you know, to take care of. You do that. But it's just what she does. So, well, let's see, today being Saturday, I think for lunch I'll probably have a salad. That's what I feel like eating, I think. And for dinner, we do have chili left over, but I think I'll have that for tomorrow. I think tonight, since it's Saturday, it's a Friday or a Saturday, I have a low-carb pizza in the fridge. I may make that so her and I can have like a little piece of pizza, and that's what we'll eat for dinner. And might just have a little side salad with that, just a little tiny one with a couple slices of pizza, and that'd be it. That's our party night, y'all. A slice of pizza. But yeah, it's gonna be one of those weekends, where I think it's gonna rain, be dreary. I mean, thank goodness right now it's not cold outside, but I have the heat on because I had the heat off all last night, and puppy was all curled up with me and everything because he gets chilly, and he just curled, and he wanted you to hold him and cuddle him, and that's what he did. And now he's in there with my daughter because she's got her electric blanket on, so he's probably curled under that. And but I had to turn the heat on when I woke up because it was in the low 60s in here, and it was cold outside with the rain and dreary feeling out there, that clammy cold that gets through your bones. So, well, I haven't accomplished a whole lot. I'm trying to do at least one panel every day, and normally I do more than that, but that's about all I've been accomplishing since I started this one. So hopefully, it'll get done before the end of this month. I'm sure it will. Well, that'll probably be the only thing I finish by the end of this month. Unless I grab something tiny or whatever. I don't know. It's like some days I have to push myself to start. Not that I don't want a diamond paint. It's just that, other things pop into your mind and you're like, oh God, oh God, oh God. And you're not thinking about diamond painting, So, well, I don't know how long I've been on here. Can't see it. I think I finally figured out why it's dim, or why it goes dim, though I'm going to have my daughter check it anyway. It's dim right now because I forgot to shut the phone off last night or the other day when I uploaded a video, and it needed charged real bad. So I have it on charge right now, and I suspect when it's at a certain, which I've never seen it do it, but I suspect when it's at a certain level of discharge or whatever, it just goes dim. Because when it was fully charged the other day, it was nice and bright. So I suspect that might have something to do with it. So I will get off here now and see what I can get into as I'm done doing other things in the kitchen. There's nothing left to do. I've straightened everything up in there. I have to vacuum in here. I have to... Oh my gosh, sorry. I yawned again, just like yesterday. Doggone it. I'm going to make me one more cup of coffee because I only had the one. And get back to this and finish it, watch some YouTube, I guess. And hope everybody is having a good weekend. It's, like I said, it's rainy and dreary here. So, there we go. Have a good one. Hugs. If I don't get back on here tomorrow, I'll be back on here first thing Monday, and I will lay out that crocheted Afghan blanket, whatever, and I'll scan across it, let you guys see it. It's nothing fancy. I think it's the shell pattern. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it again. It's been a while. And you can see, how big it is and what it looks like. And I think I have about, probably another 20 or 30 rows to go, and it would be done because I'm staggering the pattern. So, y'all have a good one. Hugs. Now I can't find my, there we go. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Diamond paint if you got them, if you feel like it. Hug your family, hug your, your loved ones. Smile at them, and if you got pets, give them a cuddle. So, have a good one. Hugs. Love y'all. DP Crazy Lady. I'm out.